In today's video, I'll create 3 islands with different civilizations in WorldBox, but there's a catch. Each island will receive a divine power. That is, the first island will receive the power of strength, the second island the power of life, and the third the power of defense. Which of the 3 civilizations do you think will win today? Let me know below. In the comments, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Now without further ado, let's get to the video. Alright. Let's create our 3 islands now. Let's make another one up here. Like this, I think this is good enough. The first island is already created. Let's make the second one here on the side. Oops, this one turned out bigger than that one, so let's fix it. Now I think both are pretty much the same. Let me just adjust a little more here. And the third island will go down here. The 3 of them are pretty much the same size. Now let's put the grass seeds here in each civilization. Alright, we've put all the grass in each civilization on each island, and now we're going to start. First, we're going to pause the game so that none of the civilizations have any kind of advantage, and we're going to start by placing the first one here, and it's going to be the humans, obviously, right? All 3 civilizations will include humans, and that won't change. This is the first one. And we're going to come here to the subspecies and give them the power of life. And now we name it the power of life. That's right, let's also change the color here. As you can see, it only has 105 health. And we're going to modify this using genetics. So basically everything here we're going to swap for the heart. Level 5. Let's do this now. And let's see what will happen. And look at how it turned out after we changed all their genetics here. For health. Now they have 11,000 health, that's exactly it. So the first island is already placed. But before that, I'm going to change a few more things, which will further modify the subspecies. So let's come here to birth editor, and we're going to do the following. Let's add the super health trait, which will give 10,000% more health. This will multiply significantly, so let's add it, and also increase vitality, which will boost it by another 50%. So bro, let's go back and see how much health we have now if we check the genetics. And now with these traits done, we're going to head to the next island. And besides that, let's also add genetic mirror, which will make the children inherit all the biological traits from their parents. So let's add it too, so they don't lose these traits we've added. We're going to, guys, give them their names to give them strength. So we already mark here the power of strength, and now yes, let's modify them, the power of strength. Only what's based on damage. We'll set it to damage level 3, which I think is the highest. There isn't another. It's only up to damage level 3, so let's fill this up with damage level 3. Let's put all of this into their genetics. And alright, we're done. And now they have 340 damage. Right from the start, as soon as a human is born here in this subspecies, they'll already have 340 damage. As you already know, we're still going to modify it with the power of traits. So let's come here to the birth editor, and we're going to add the strong trait here. What else can we add? Something that makes sense in terms of power, something related to strength. I think that's all, right? The damage will just be that. I don't think there's anything else that would increase the damage. I think that's it. Let's go to the editor here to see if we can find anything else that makes sense, right? So we can be stronger, but I don't think so. I think that's all it's going to be. There won't be anything else that will impact the strength. So we're just going to use the genetic mirror to transfer all the traits from this generation. Let's go to the next island. That said, now let's go to the third and last island, where we're going to add the defense power. Let's head down now. We've reached the third and final island. Let's put our dear human here, and we're going to give him his subspecies. I'm also going to change the color here to make it a little different, and we're going to write defense power here. So let's start here and let's see in genetics what we can add. Obviously, we're going to add armor, so let's max this out too, and that's it, guys. Let's max out their gene here and check their armor. It's at 21, okay? But let's tweak it a bit more to see how much defense they'll have. So let's put it here and check it out. We've finished putting level 3 armor on all the genes of this subspecies, and now let's see how much armor they have. 361. Interesting, right? Let's see how far this goes. Then if we change some things with the birth editor, let's go. Let's put it here. Let's start here with tough skin, and we're also going to add all these skills which will be part of the defense. They'll be able to dodge. I think this is already correct. Nothing else can be changed. So, let's also go here to the subspecies editor to see if there's anything. I know there is, which is the exoskeleton, where it has a hard protective outer shell. So it's going to give them 10 more protection, 10 more armor, okay? That's it. Let's just look for the genetic mirror here. Activate, and that's it, guys. The 3 civilizations are now complete. But before, I had forgotten to add something. I'll have to change it to have a population of only 100 people, which is what we'll do for the experiment. So let's go ahead and change it for all of them. If you're enjoying it, leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to bring more videos that basically every day, so leave a lot of likes and subscribe to the channel. That way, I'll be even happier to make higher quality content for you. That's it. The first civilization already made and built here is the civilization of power, so let's see what will happen over the next few years. And another civilization has just been formed here. It's the civilization of defense, so let's start here as well. I wanted to change their color. Okay, I'll put, I don't know, gray. I think it makes sense. I don't know. That's the defense kingdom. And we're gonna go up here a bit more, and it will definitely be there too, and this will be it. So let's let it run for 500 years, and soon we'll come back and see how each island's year is going. This one will be the island of power. So we're going to click on any of them so we can see. How much health do they have? Man, 1.2 million health. They're practically immortal, okay? There's not much we can do, so let's see how this is going to go, man. They have 1.2 million health. This is pretty interesting. They already have 9 inhabitants. This is going to be so cool. I'm really enjoying it. So, they're already starting to build their civilizations. Shall we take a look at how the village of power is doing? And how much damage do they have? 225 to 450 damage. Okay, and how many inhabitants do they have here? They have 6. Let's see what happens. Let's start and see the power of the defense. For now, they only have 3 inhabitants. That's a bit worrying because they're not reproducing, man. Let's see how much defense we have here. 99% armor, pretty interesting. Okay. Armor, I think the maximum is 99%. Let's see, let's let them keep evolving. Let's keep watching to see how each village develops. The defense village is the one that's the most behind right now, but there's not much we can do. Let's see if they'll have enough strength to build houses. I wonder if they're having trouble breaking trees or mining, or I don't know. Let's let time pass. Let's go here to the island of life. They're evolving a lot. They're really starting to have a bit more resources now. Now they've already built 2 houses here. They have a population of 19 that's pretty interesting, and their island is expanding more and more. I think this is one of the best villages we've seen so far. 20 population, let's see here, the power strength, in this case 13, there are 13 here. So basically they're also going to build their own town hall. I think it's time for us to let them go until the year 500. At year 500, we'll check once more, then give them 500 more years to evolve. We're going to start a widespread war to see which village is the strongest. So, leave your opinion in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So, in the year 500, we'll be back and we return. And now we're going to take a look at each island to see what happened over 500 years. So, let's go. Let's start with the island of life. And bro, basically they're pretty screwed, okay? They upgraded almost all the houses to the highest level, and they also built a port for fishing. And just to be sure, let's see if it passed from generation to generation here, and yes, it did pass from generation to generation. This is quite interesting, and for now they're dealing 1 to 2 damage. Man, this is really weak, but they are practically immortal. If you have this guy, he must be a soldier. Our Defeli, she also has 1,200,000 health. So we know that this village here is a bit hard to defeat, but not because of the health, it's because they deal a lot of damage. So bro, this is a good contender to be the winner, but for now, I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. So there are 3 cities on this island. Let's check out the island of strength, and basically it's just like the island of life. However, they have a little fewer houses. Their pavement is a bit different because everything is squared, everything is neat. In every corner, everyone has a big backyard. They're starting to build their civilization and also planting crops here so they can harvest the boat. But they don't have a ship yet, right? I don't think so. Oh, they do. Here it is. Look, nice. They even have the navigation one for expansion and are harvesting fish there. To feed the whole civilization, which now has 91 while this one has 110, is because they expanded several cities here, right? Each city counts as 100. Let's look at Defense Island now. They have a training center, they train attack, they've been smarter so far. Okay, because the other islands don't have this kind of structure. So they know they don't deal damage and now they're training so they can deal damage. Because just defense won't do any good. Look, as you can see, they're dealing 12 to 20 damage, man. That's already pretty interesting, right? And I'm going to give a little basic help. For each island, they have a pretty interesting mining spot. And there's also an exploration ship and a fishing ship. And, man, it's crazy, okay? They have two civilizations here, and both are mining. So they're expanding here, they're managing to get some resources that the other islands don't have, and that's what matters most. They have two locations, Mano, and they're smart. Why? Is each of these ports facing a different island? Look, this island here and here, they set it up to reach the other island. Let's click here and give them an adamantium ore. I'm going to put just a little, I won't put too much. I'll always place it in the village center, so I'll put this here and do the same for the other villages. Look, let's put it here too and let's see how this thing is going to turn out. Man, I'm really interested to see what will happen, so let's give adamantium to everyone. Now we'll let them evolve as we've reached the long-awaited year 1000. And now let's take a look at how each island is doing, starting with the Island of Life. As you can see, there are no more trees here. And the era is basically over now, because look, there are still some remnants of ice, so they were probably still in the Ice Age. They're at 94. Inhabitants and their health has improved, huh? You have to be careful with that now that they're entirely made of adamantium, huh? Dealing 6 to 11 damage and having 25% armor, which is pretty interesting, okay? That's very interesting. They got some things here with training, retreat, charge and dodge, which is pretty interesting, so that makes them quite overpowered, but they deal little damage, so let's see what happens. I think it'll be bad for others and future islands since they're so overpowered. Man, it's just one or another that's low on health, so there's not much to do. Let's come here now to the Island of Strength and let's click on someone here. Let's click on this guy. He's dealing 320, man. That's a lot. Okay, this is gonna go bad. There are a lot of people here. Look, he's all in adamantium. That's it, right? The structures here have hardly changed in 500 years, which is significant. It's confusing because they have enough resources, right? Let me see where it is here. Look, it's packed to the brim. But I think this is the most that humans can achieve at home. So there's not much to do now regarding strength, which is already strong. Everyone is dealing 325 to 465 damage with a 50% chance of hitting 465 damage. So this is pretty interesting, okay? Let's go to Defense Island and see what happened here as well. Since they're training, I believe they're stronger. They have a lot of trades too. The guy is all messed up here. Only 50 health, minus 50% health. So that means he had 660, but they're dealing 3 to 31 damage. He has 99% defense, which is what his subspecies already has. I think this is going to be a tough fight. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Everyone has adamantium. This one is dealing a little more damage. This is pretty interesting, and 99% armor, I think this one is the weakest. And to start a fight, let's put simple solo here so they can attack each other, so I'll pull from this corner to here. Let him connect it there. All the islands to see what will happen. Look, they've even built another village here. Mano, the defense guys build a lot of villages, man. They saw an opportunity and already built one. I'm not even seeing the king all happy here, who has already gained some more land. For now, nobody is attacking each other, so look, this guy here, he's already checking out what's over there. And the fight is about to start, huh? Let's just get it going and see what happens. For now, they're just exchanging resources. Ten, 8. 9. So the best time to attack is at night. That is, if you have a strategy, right? If you have a strategy, it's worthless. I believe that, for now, they're just going to make some trades. Guys, I'm going to have to plant a little seed of evil here to see what will happen. Look, let's do the following. Since the civilization of life has more life. No, nothing is fairer than attacking it. Do you agree with me? The force one attacks the defense one, and everyone is going to attack each other in this thing. That's it, guys. Let's go. Let's do this during the day so we can see better. Come on. Some already have bows and arrows, but for now, nothing else. It could be that this turns into an alliance too. Now, all the games we're seeing there, at least you who play WorldBox, you know that when one civilization can't handle the other, they form an alliance because they're a bunch of cowards. Instead of fighting to the death, they don't fight. And then they just hand their lives over to another kingdom. They only have 83 inhabitants here. Out of the 100 they had, now it's down to 83. Maybe that's good. The kingdom of strength is the same. Nothing's really changed, right? Many are dying there, unfortunately, because they don't have much health. And defense doesn't help at all. Before they even have residents? Let me check. They only have 56. So bro, I think defense will fall first, then nothing. But they're still fighting here, man. They're fighting here. They have 1.2 million health. I believe they could have made an alliance between the two. What's even more interesting is combining health with strength. And that's what's happening too, because they're putting in the work. This guy has already lost nearly 300,000 health. How much damage is he taking? This guy still does little damage, only 50 if you're wondering. But I think it would be cool if they made a merger here between the villages, okay? The war continues here. They're using boats and everything else to defeat them. The island here gives life. Since they don't have enough power to attack with force, they're using boats, which is quite interesting. This one was actually smart, okay? And they're at 63, so they're evolving further. So, man, when one dies, another's born. And that's how it goes. Almost all of them here have over 1 million health. So we're going to trigger the speed sound. For now, the Kingdom of Life has already managed to transform its entire realm again. Let's go. Still 105 residents. Here too? No, here it dropped. The strength one is dropping. The defense one too. Almost everything is the same. Hey, the defense kingdom is making it. They've already brought back the Kingdom of Life here. What a wonderful thing. The Kingdom of Life is attacking so much here. The Kingdom of Strength. How is it defending itself from the defense island? Which one is it? BO. They don't have enough strength. Man, life, they have it, but they just don't have enough power to defeat them. So they basically just keep defending themselves, you know? Obviously, they're not going to form an alliance, right? They have 4140. Here it's still 99. And here's 72. And now we've entered the Ice Age again. The Kingdom of Strength and the Kingdom of Defense should join forces to defeat this guy here. He's the most powerful, whether you like it or not. There's little you can do. The Kingdom of Life has the largest population. Immortals are just going to beat up everyone here as much as they want. And that's how life ends. Here's the Defense one, the Kingdom of Defense, and the Strength one is about to fall, right? I believe it's going to fall, bro. There's nothing left here. It's just that, you know, it takes a long time to fall because they don't do much damage. But something might happen there. For now, nothing has happened. Okay, is no one making alliances? Everyone there believes in your potential. Which, whether you like it or not, they are strong, each in their own specialty. This one is for defense, this one is for life, and this one is for strength. I thought the one for strength would be the most likely to win, okay? Because they have more advantage. If they wanted to attack defense, they would have already won here. A lot of people would form a cool alliance here. It could be that the two alliances here join together. The Alliance of Life almost managed to win here. Look, regarding the Island of Strength, so the defense one is already taking over? Man, what's going on, dude? Is the defense one really dominating here? The Defense Kingdom and the Strength Kingdom are joining forces here, and they've already split up too. Oh my god. They broke the alliance. I had just mentioned it, and they've already taken it back. They could have made a really cool alliance, you know? With the Alliance of Strength and Defense, they would have been able to defeat the Life one easily, but the Strength Alliance here is stubborn, and they're not going to let that happen. Bro, The era of the moon here is already starting to affect all the soldiers. Like it or not, these guys are going crazy. We're in the era of wonders. So, bro, now the one of life, yeah, oh my god, is going to live forever because they're going to form bubbles. I'm going to remove this era, okay? Otherwise, it'll be too overpowered for the era of life since they're already strong. They already have infinite life. That's it. Wow, they're really slacking. They should have allied together. Unfortunately, if these two don't team up, they'll never defeat this one. Whoever joins the Kingdom of Life will dominate everything, but no one's thinking about that, right? Everyone is just looking out for themselves because they believe in their inner strengths, which are the most overpowered ones we have here in WorldBox. I don't think so, man. It won't be an endless war since nobody here cares. And look, just what we expected to happen. They teamed up here, see? The defense one joined with the power one, and now the Kingdom of Life. Man, it's lost, so let's just wait a few more years to see what actually happens. If anything interesting occurs, I'll return here. And Mano, just take a look. The Kingdom of Life has taken over here, the Kingdom of Defense. Man, now they're cornered, okay? Let me tell you something. They're really cornered. For real. I hope it works out now. I think it's over this time, huh? I don't think they can handle the heat now. Civilization is already falling apart. I believe they won't be able to withstand the pressure from the Kingdom of Life. Look, now they're down to just 27. They're increasing the population. This is getting a bit interesting, huh? Life has expanded here, taking over Defense Island. And now there's not much left. Not much left, not much left. There's no way. I think it's over now, huh? Now I think there's no way out anymore. I think now the trouble has already set in, man. As much as it possibly could, okay? I think now it's over, man. It's over. It's totally over. They're probably hiding. Only 9 left, 8 now. It's over. I think now the humans from the Island of Life are gonna win this part, man. They're evolving again. They're bringing more inhabitants. This will become an island, basically immortal, man. As you can see, not everyone has surrendered to the power of life. There's this one, the kingdom, which still has 4 inhabitants. Man, just ended already. I can't handle all this drama. Let's have them attack here then. Let's see what happens. The Island of Life won this experiment. So that was the video. I hope you guys liked it. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and watch one of the videos on screen. I'm sure you'll like them, but that's it. Thanks. See you, and I'm out.